Hey guys, Garrett back with Sableye the Mind Sculptor, here to get my last couple of matches with my Dynavolt deck before the wrap-up. I think one change I'm definitely going to make is taking out the Essence Extraction actually from my sideboard and replacing it with some Fevered Visions to help me out against the strong bad of this format for me, which is, of course, Delirium. Um, this is awkward. I think I keep this. Let's put Void Shatter on the top, I guess. Because, I mean, I do get to draw it because he's on the play. So, I feel like top is fine. So this is probably Blue-White Flash, just at a guess because that deck is so prominent right now. I'll just put down my Evolving Wilds and send him back the turn. One good thing about facing off against the Blue-White Flash deck is that their creatures rarely have greater than 3 toughness. So, once we get our Dynavolt Tower resolved, well, it is sometimes hard to get it resolved. Once it is resolved, it's huge. I'm just going to grab a Mountain for now. Second Aether Hub helps quite a bit. I think for right now we get the Evolving Wilds out, though. One problem is Archangel Avacyn. Void Shatter does deal with her pretty well, though. So, if he had a Rattle Chains, he forgot to play it. I think I get my Island here. And now I'm just going to play my Aether Hub. And I'm going to attempt to live fast. Okay, cool. More lands. That's actually pretty helpful right now. Not even being sarcastic. So next turn, I can just start holding up answers. Although, sadly, it looks like our opponent discards an Archangel Avacyn. So it looks like our opponent is strapped for lands. Let's just Choked Estuary, revealing a swamp, and send him back the turn. So, the good news is our opponent isn't playing anything. The bad news is that I don't have a Dynavolt Tower, and I kind of want that eventually to win. I'm alright with it taking a little while, I just wish I could capitalize on this time a little bit more efficiently than I am right now. I am almost up to Demon of Dark Schemes mana, though, so that's kind of nice. Opponent hits their land drop, and they kept a 2-lander and they didn't have a 3-drop. That seems suspicious. So, I assume they are holding up a Spell Queller. However, this Demon of Dark Schemes should just put an end to them. I don't really know. Maybe they want a Declaration in Stone or Stasis Snare it, but I feel like I'm pretty good here. And once I get a little bit more energy, I can start getting his Archangel Avacyns back at instant speed, which is just kind of nice. Yeah, I maybe should have sandbagged that a little bit more. I'm still fine, though, actually. Hopefully he gets to start making plays now. It'd be good if we got a game. My deck... This is one of those situations where I wish I was playing an aggressive deck, because I could have gotten to capitalize on that situation. Whereas my control deck is just not really able to. Let's actually tap our lands properly. Black. Okay, so that'll leave up Void Shatter mana. Live Fast coming down. Our opponent is deciding whether or not to Spell Queller it, I assume. Goes with yes on the Spell Queller. I think I just let this happen and then end of turn Harness Lightning if he doesn't play another creature. I am not that concerned with my Live Fast getting exiled under a Spell Queller. And this just lets me hold open Harness Lightning anyway. And then I can leave Void Shatter for a higher impact creature like an Avacyn. If for some reason he had a third Avacyn. Or a Gideon would be another great thing to hit. Let's see. Selfless Spirit, that might change my mind just a bit. So, I have double Harness Lightning. I'm not really that worried. Let's let the Selfless Spirit land. Then Harness Lightning on the Spell Queller. Okay. Sacrifice the Selfless Spirit. And I'm just going to deal 0 damage with this Harness Lightning. untap, cast my Dynavolt Tower that I just drew, and pass the turn. So now I can hold open Unlicensed Disintegration, Void Shatter, and Harness Lightning. And next turn I can use my Ruinous Path to make a 4/4. Opponent manages to hit another land drop, which is sad for me. Let's just shoot this Spell Queller. I mean, it's been fun, but let's not. And cast my Live Fast. Second Spell Queller for our opponent, which is absolutely fine by me. Totally willing to let those land. Goes to the end of his turn. I'm just going to Harness Lightning on the Spell Queller, because I do kind of want to draw some more cards. Deal it 3 damage. Spell Queller dies, and I get to live fast again. Demon of Dark Schemes and a Choked Estuary. Okay, Demon of Dark Schemes is very good here. Let's see, do I have enough mana to play him and use him on the same turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I need what? 6 plus 3 is 9, so I've got 7 now, 8 with this land. Because the reason I'm doing this is because I want to be able to both cast the Demon of Dark Schemes and then be able to return on Archangel Avacyn at instant speed to protect it. Also because my opponent is not pressuring me at all. Especially with 2 Void Shatters up, I'm pretty fine. Yeah, I just have every answer known to man at this point, so I'm happy. I'm pretty stable against this deck right now, so there's not really a ton that he can do to me. Let's just play my demon. Black, black, black. 1, 2, 3. Holding open Void Shatter. Demon lands. Send the turn back. Doesn't choose to kill anything, so I assume that means no Stasis Snare. Reflector Mage. Interesting. So my options are to Void Shatter the Reflector Mage, leaving him open to do something worse, or to let the Reflector Mage land and kill it, or to bring something back right now, and then he can only return one thing. The issue is, if I bring back an Archangel Avacyn, then he can return it to his hand, and leave me my demon. So, I think my best play is just to let this land. I can shoot it down with my Dynavolt Tower, and then I can just play my demon again later. End of turn. Boop. Evolving Wilds. Can't cast demon this turn, but next turn it comes back online. Island for our opponent. Okay, crack my Evolving Wilds. Get myself a... Oh, what do I have the least of? Guess I can get myself another island. I literally have every basic island out of my deck right now. So I'm just going to try to demon again. Black, black, black. 1, 2. No, let's do it like this. 2, 3. That lets me leave open basically everything. Demon hits again. Send our opponent back the turn. Oh, I should have played my land. Whatever. I have way enough lands resolved at this point. Another Reflector Mage. Well, that is mildly annoying. But I can play this game all day. And I don't think our opponent's deck really has the stamina for this. Pretty sure they're just delaying the inevitable at this point. Let's see. I'll wait and I'll try to awaken a Ruinous Path on this thing. Island. Can I Ruinous Path? How many lands do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So I can Ruinous Path and still leave open Void Shatter. That's good. Black, black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm at 8. So this is 7. And then I can animate my Aether Hub and be able to attack and leave open Void Shatter. Okay, perfect. Even if he counters this, I can now just shoot his Reflector Mage with my Dynavolt Tower too, because I have enough energy. So even him countering this isn't that bad. There's an Archangel Avacyn for our opponent. I'm actually just going to stop that in its tracks with this Void Shatter. I think that's the one thing that I kind of was afraid of out of their deck, so let's just have it not happen. So Archangel Avacyn down, and then Reflector Mage goes down, and I get a big old 4/4 Aether Hub. Get in with that. And then next turn I can just play Demon again. I can keep going, and I think my opponent is going to eventually just run out of gas. Because the thing is, I still have more card draw to draw. Our opponent didn't have a lot to begin with. Also, our Aether Hub really matches up pretty well against their deck. They might try to blow me out with an Archangel Avacyn, but I really don't care. I have every removal spell known to God. If this is an Archangel Avacyn, it is their final one, so that's good. Stasis Snare, I think we just let that go. As I said before, I'm actually not worried about winning the long game. And our opponent just apparently forgot that we still have this Demon of Dark Schemes in hand. 1, 2, 3. Leave everything open and play my card. So now I have access to all their cards. There's my Foreboding Ruins. Just going to let that enter tapped this turn. Get the awkward turn out of the way. Westvale Abbey for our opponent. Okay. End of turn. Let's just get ourselves an Archangel Avacyn. Okay. And let's just get in for 9 real quick. Opponent looks like they're just going to let it happen. So, let's see. Archangel Avacyn damages each creature and each opponent on flip. Cool. Aether Hub. And I don't think there's any reason for me to show our opponent that we have the other cards. Okay, so our opponent just went to 6, which means I can do this. Galvanic, or Unlicensed Disintegration, my own Archangel Avacyn. Oh, crap. No, that was supposed to be on the Demon. Whoops. Well, the thing that I was trying to do was to flip the Archangel Avacyn and, be fancy. Just, flip the Archangel Avacyn and then kill with the Dynavolt Tower. But that's not going to happen now, clearly. That was dumb. I can get back the other Archangel Avacyn end of turn anyway, though. So, whatever. What does our opponent have? Smuggler's Copter? That's not a big deal. Gonna get in for 1 with their human. And I just shoot them with my Dynavolt Tower. Untap. Galvanic Bombardment, their human. Holding priority. Void Shatter, my own Galvanic Bombardment. And this will bring me up to 6 energy, so yeah. Realized what was going on and conceded. So this is my Confiscation Coup matchup. I can just take out probably a single Niblis, maybe just a single Collective Defiance. Targets aren't really great in this deck. Sorcery is bad. Probably a single Radiant Flames. Could I bring out another Radiant Flames for a negate, maybe? No, I think this is good as is. Radiant Flames matches up pretty well with Rattle Chains for sure. This hand is kind of awkward. It's good if I draw more lands, but honestly, I don't think I can keep this. Much worse. Fine. Okay, action goes on top. That's the rule no matter what in this situation. I love that I have 5 lands and I still can't play my Choked Estuaries and Foreboding Ruins untapped. Aether Hub is a good card, but geez, sometimes. Let's go Foreboding Ruins because this will allow me to harness lightning. No reveal. Opponent plays another Port Town, revealing a Plains. And Selfless Spirit. I don't think I'm going to get rid of that just yet. Second Radiant Flames is kind of nice, actually. For now, I think I can just Choked Estuary, send them back the turn. Now, the one nice thing about Aether Hub and Harness Lightning is that, once you've played one Aether Hub, as long as you haven't used any of the, energy from it, you can shoot down an Archangel Avacyn with your Harness Lightning after she, is either no longer indestructible or before the trigger happens. Take 2 from the Selfless Spirit. Confiscation Coup. So, that should help a little. I'm just going to play an Aether Hub. And go for green, blue, red, Radiant Flames. Assume our opponent's just going to let this happen. No, looks like they're going to fight over this. Revolutionary Rebuff. Okay. There were probably better targets for that. I was kind of just trying to get the duplicates out of my hand because I didn't really need 2. But, okay, it looks like they're going all in on their Selfless Spirit. I could kind of see Spell Quelling there, but, Revolutionary Rebuff seems a little bit much. I did waste my energy, though, so I don't really have the way to do that again. That's kind of nice. Let's just Aether Hub and pass. The Selfless Spirit is getting more and more annoying the longer it lives. I just haven't really drawn into any of my ways to deal with it. I think I let this one through as well. And is this an Archangel Avacyn? No, a Jace Unraveler of Secrets. Well, I don't think that can be allowed to happen. Let's just Void Splatter that. Splattered to the Void. Choked Estuary. No reveal. Our opponent's tapped out. Let's just... Well, actually, no, I don't have the mana to do this. I could have played another Aether Hub. Do I just Harness Lightning this thing? It's dealt me way too much damage at this point. I have Confiscation Coup for bigger threats. Avacyn can be, taken control of with our current energy state anyway, so we're good. Selfless Spirit down. And then right now, it looks like our opponent's deck has started to kind of run out of gas. They're on 4 cards in hand, so I don't know. They've drawn a lot of lands, for sure. Well, seeing what our opponent's done so far, I think the play is to sandbag the demon here. Because it's possible that they just have ways to deal with it. There's an Archangel Avacyn for our opponent, which does mean that I'm going to be taking 4 damage off of the Archangel. I can Confiscation Coup it, though, and if they don't have a counterspell for that, it just happens. They've got no... Can't give it indestructible. There's no tricking a Confiscation Coup. Hopefully I draw another land, because that will allow me to pay for a Revolutionary Rebuff if they have it. Okay, I think I just have to go for it, then. I don't think I can take Archangel Avacyn beats. Do you have a counterspell? Looks like they're reading. Really? Spell Shrivel? Okay. Well, can't pay for that. Looks like I'm taking 5 here. I think next turn I just have to pray that my Demon of Dark Schemes resolves. Because that is my only way of winning at this point. Actually, I could also draw... There are also other cards I could draw that would help. Thraben Inspector for our opponent. But yeah, Demon of Dark Schemes. Okay. All in on the Demon. If they have the counterspell, they win. If they don't, then I have a chance, but I would not say that it's a sure thing. Because this Archangel is going to flip, and then I'm going to be forced to trade, and he is drawing cards. Okay. Okay. That probably means he doesn't have a Revolutionary rebuff. Oh, man, he drew into it, too. Well, that happens. Let's see. What did that game teach me? What did that game teach me? I don't know. Let's just run this back. I got kind of land flooded, I guess. I don't know. My hand was awkward. And then they had counterspells in their deck for some reason, which really threw me off. Oh, man. Why do I keep getting these hands, dude? If I draw action, this becomes very strong. So I'm going to try to keep it. Evolving Wilds, go. Port Town for our opponent, tapped. No Thraben Inspector. Island for us. Evolving Wilds, go. Now, one cool thing about this matchup is that Revolutionary Rebuff cannot hit my Dynavolt Tower. And actually having the turn 3 Dynavolt Tower for once is very nice. Okay, no land off the top, please. Okay, that's somewhat helpful. Foreboding Ruins untapped. Dynavolt Tower, go. Please tap out. I mean, I know your whole deck is based around never doing that, but please do it. Okay. Okay, Radiant Flames is nice. Niblus of Frost. I assume our opponent has a few things to say about this. Okay, Spell Queller. Stopping me with the much superior spirit. So, I will have to try and Radiant Flames next turn. Hopefully he plays like a Selfless Spirit here. Something that, well, not a Selfless Spirit specifically, but hopefully he plays something that causes him to tap out. Nope. Well, red, blue, black, Radiant Flames. I'm going to hold off on the Confiscation Coup to try and catch an Archangel Avacyn. Looks like they have another Spell Queller? No, Spell Shrivel. Okay, well that's actually a lot more effective than a Spell Queller in this situation. Because Dynavolt Tower will eventually just tick up to 5. And then I can, shoot a Spell Queller down without having to worry about my spell getting countered. Oh, they're tapping a lot of mana. Jace, Unraveler of Secrets. Great. Perfect. I mean, absolutely peachy. Luckily they are tapped out, so that means that I can definitely Ruinous Path the Jace. Or the Spell Queller if I chose to do that instead for some reason. Second Confiscation Coup. Okay. That's not really helpful right now. I'm just going to try and kill Jace here. Black, black, something. Cast, kill Jace. Okay, cool. Jace goes down. And then next turn, no matter what he does, I can Confiscation Coup something, and then shoot down the Spell Queller with Dynavolt Tower. I lied. He had Fragmentize. Okay. Well, that hurts me quite a bit. Take some more damage. And I get another Radiant Flames, which I am going to try to run out. Not black. I need red off of my Foreboding Ruins. And black. Just try and cast a Radiant Flames, but he's holding open Archangel Avacyn mana, so I'm not very confident. Yep, here she is. ready to protect the Spell Queller. So we're in the same position as before, where I basically just need my Confiscation Coup to land, and if it doesn't, I lose. I do have a few chances, and our opponent is on 2 cards in hand, so that does make me a little bit more hopeful. But I can't say I'm thrilled. Glimmer of Genius. Okay, that'll be nice if this Confiscation Coup lands. Nope. Okay, so that's 1 counterspell out of their hand. I need them not to have another counterspell next turn. And that's basically where we're at right now. If they do, they definitely win. If I draw another land, that's great because it means Revolutionary Rebuff doesn't do it. Thraven Inspector for our opponent. That's basically a redraw. Okay, Harness Lightning. Interesting. Harness Lightning does kill the Archangel Avacyn, and it gets under Revolutionary Rebuff. Well, I have to, but I have to coup because Spell Queller kills me at this point. So, if their last card is a counterspell, so be it. Okay, there we go. My Archangel now. If their last spell is a removal spell, I still lose. Cracks their clue. And they found a Stasis Snare. Well, our opponent had very good draws that game. Not much you can do about blue-white when they're drawing on point. So, I'm going to play one last game with this deck. Until then, peace out.